Hey guys, what's up? My name is Stephanie and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and the bell notification because I post videos on here all the time related to hair, beauty, makeup, and nails. So, as you know by the title, in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do acrylic nails at home. As you guys know, if you're a returning subscriber, I have not posted a video in a very long time, and that is because I have not had a computer or a camera. Right now I'm filming on my iPhone and I just recently was able to save up enough for a new computer. I am still working on getting a new camera, so if you guys are feeling generous and you want to support me, I will leave my Cash App in the bio. Anything would be appreciated because I'm so close to reaching my goal for my camera. So anything would be appreciated. So right now, currently, the reason why I sat down and filmed this was because New York is under quarantine, and I'm sure a lot of the other states are as well. It's March 27, 2020, and all of the United States is pretty much locked down due to coronavirus. So all the nail salons and hair salons are closed currently. So that's why I decided to come on here and show you guys how to do acrylic nails at home. You can get this kit at the drugstore or on Amazon. I'm not a licensed professional. I'm just going to show you guys the tips and tricks and things that I figured out along the way using this kit. So if you're watching this when it's not on, when we're not on quarantine and it's not on lockdown, you can still learn how to do your nails at home for 10 bucks, and it's pretty easy. Just takes a lot of time and it's time consuming, but I think if you take your time and watch some tutorials, you definitely will get it. So anyways, so if you want to see how I did my acrylic nails at home, then just keep watching. Okay, so as you can see in the top right corner, that is the kit, what it looks like before I took it out of the packaging. I just have some extra files here of my own, a really rough file. You don't necessarily need it, the kit comes with a file, but I like this file. Inside the kit we have our acrylic powder, and then we have our nail primer, which is put on before the acrylic, and then our acrylic liquid, which mixes with the powder, and then a little bowl or a little cup for the acrylic liquid. This is just a scent blocker, so you put that in the acrylic liquid to stop the strong smell. And then a buffer, which I didn't use, I used my own. This kit essentially comes with everything you would need, but I decided that I would use my own. And here we have, at the bottom of the kit, you have your fake nails, which are the extensions, and it comes with white ones and clear ones. Also, at the bottom of the kit, I took it out, but the file is there, the brush for the acrylic, and a wooden cuticle stick, which you can see in the background. Okay, so let's get started. For purposes of this video, I removed 2 nails on my left hand, fully removed them so that I can show you guys what I'm doing, but other than that, my other nails have been on for about a week now, and they aren't due for a fill-in yet. If you would like to see how I do a fill-in, leave me a comment below, but here I am just sizing my nails to see what nail is going to fit best. You want to pick a nail that is not necessarily too much smaller than your natural nail, but nothing that's too much larger or too much bigger. And then once you decide on a size, we're going to go ahead and glue those on with the glue that comes in the kit. So here I'm just taking the glue that came in the kit, and I'm putting a very small droplet on the very bottom of the nail, and I'm going to go ahead and glue that right onto the tip of my natural nail, not on the entire nail, just on the tip. And you're going to want to hold that down for about 3 to 5 seconds and pressing down, making sure that there are no air bubbles between the artificial nail and your natural nail. And you're going to want to go ahead and do this to the rest of your nails, on, of course, your natural nails. Like I said, again, for educational purposes in this video, I'm only showing you how I do 2 nails, but it would be the same process if you're doing all of your nails. Alright, so now we're just going to take a nail clipper and you're going to clip your nails to your desired length. Once you have your desired length, then I'm going to take a file and just smooth out those rough edges from cutting them and also shape them to the shape that you desire. Here I'm going for a square, slightly coffin shape, meaning that the edges are tapered in and it gets a little bit thinner at the top of the nail. So this part is just a bunch of filing. Now I'm showing you the top of my nail where the natural nail meets the artificial nail. You want to buff that down until it's almost just about flat against your natural nail. Do your best to file this part down without roughing up too much of your natural nail and damaging it. So you want to just kind of really buff over the artificial nail to kind of smooth it down to match up with your natural nail. And again, you're going to do all of these steps to all of your nails. Okay, now we have our acrylic primer, which we are going to apply on our nail, but just to the natural nail. You do not need to apply this onto the artificial nail. Also, just a reminder, before you start with your acrylic, you want to go ahead and push your cuticles back. The kit comes with a wooden stick that you can use. I just used my own cuticle pusher. Now we're applying the acrylic primer and then setting that aside because we won't need it anymore. Now we have our acrylic powder, and as you can see, I have used quite a bit of this already, but it comes pretty full and it's clear. And then we have our acrylic liquid, which it does have a very, very strong smell, so I suggest doing this in a well-ventilated area. And then you're going to fill your acrylic cup up with the liquid. And then I have a small separate paper towel that I'm going to keep right next to my acrylic powder, because when you dip into the acrylic liquid, you want to make sure that you don't contaminate by dipping into the acrylic liquid, dipping into the powder, and then using your brush that has powder on it and dipping it back into the liquid, because it's going to contaminate the powder. So just make sure that every time you wipe off the brush before you put it back into the liquid after you already have powder on it. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm dipping the brush into the acrylic liquid, and then I am getting a small ball of acrylic powder on the tip of my brush. Now I'm sorry you didn't see that. It was a little bit difficult filming this with my iPhone, so I'm trying my best to explain what I'm doing. I then took the ball of acrylic and I placed that right on the center of my nail, right where the artificial nail meets the natural nail. And what I did was blend it very close to the cuticle. As you can see, I'm using the cuticle stick to make sure that none of it is stuck to my skin, but also I placed a very, very small amount of acrylic near the cuticle so that when we are filing, we don't have a hard time getting right into the cuticle and making it nice and smooth around the cuticle, because we're not using an electric file, we are using a manual file. So I place the acrylic a little bit on the thinner side towards the cuticle area, and here I am adding more acrylic to the middle of the nail and then working it out, and again placing it near the cuticle and just making sure that it is not too thick and it won't be a pain to file later, and then placing more acrylic on the nail to make sure that it's even. When I place the acrylic ball, I pretty much place it right in the middle of the nail just so that it's even and I can spread it either towards the tip of the nail or towards the base of the nail. Okay, so this is the part that probably takes the most work. Depending on how well you laid the acrylic down on your nails, will determine how much you're going to have to file. So here I have my rough file. Again, you don't need it. I have done my nails with just the stuff in the kit and it works fine. I just prefer this file because it really helps me smooth out the acrylic much quicker. So again, just be careful when you're filing around the sides of the nails that you don't hurt your skin. You want to file gently, and I'm also showing you that you want to kind of get right up in the edges of the nails to make sure that it's not stuck to your skin or anything like that. And also I am just really shaping them out and giving them a nice shape that I desire. Again, a coffin shape. I'm showing you here how it's a little bit bumpy, as you can see, and that's what we're doing. We are just smoothing out those bumps and making sure to get all around the entire nail. And I'm getting close to the cuticle here, and I'm really making sure that's smooth so that it all blends out at the end and it all looks even. So this is just a bunch of filing, and I'm going to speed through this because you just need to file until the nail is essentially smooth and shaped the way that you want it. So here is the file from the kit, and I'm just showing you that the difference between the file and the grains on it and how one is obviously much rougher. This is the file that comes in the kit, and I am going to be using this file. I'm using the wrong side here. realize that, this file to really just refine what I did with the other file and just really smooth it out. And again, right around the cuticle area at the base of the nail, you really want that part to be really nice and smooth and seamless. Alright, so now it is time to buff out the nails. Now I'm sure that if you do a lot of filing, you're going to notice that you're going to have little lines from the rough file in your acrylic, which you obviously don't want. So I'm using the other side of this file that comes in the kit, the smoother side, and I'm using that side to really smooth out over the acrylic. So just like how I filed with the other side of the file, the rougher side, I'm going to do the same thing but with the smoother side, and that is going to really help smooth out those lines that the file had caused while you were smoothing it out. Now I'm going to use a buffer. Again, you can use the buffer that comes in the kit. It works just fine. I am using this buffer. This is just my own, and I am using the roughest side of this buffer, making sure to give a little bit of pressure while I am buffing, just to make sure that, again, we are getting all of those lines out. And how you'll see if you have lines are, if you look at your acrylic in the light, you will notice those lines. Trust me, you will see them. And if you look at different angles, you will definitely see them. So you want to make sure that all of those lines are gone and you have a nice smooth application and everything looks nice and smooth. And then I am just buffing out the edges and underneath and the sides just to make sure it is all nice and even. I went ahead and washed my hands with some soap and water. Sometimes I put cuticle oil around the cuticles and then I go ahead and wash my hands. And then here I am just putting on some lotion just to ensure that my cuticles are nice and smooth. I'm checking it out, making sure that there's no acrylic stuck to my skin. And then you are going to take your nail polish remover, and you're going to want to take a paper towel and wipe down your nails just to take off any excess lotion or oil so that when you apply your nail polish, it is a nice application. So I'm going to be painting my nails with this Essie color called Bikini So Teeny, and it wound up happening that I thought I was filming me painting my nails and I actually was not. So you're going to see a brief clip of me painting my nails. So here I am applying a second coat of this color, and again, if you want to see a tutorial on how to paint acrylic nails, I definitely can do that for you guys. Let me know in the comments. But what you want to do is you want to start at the base of the nail and work your way around and then down the middle, and then making sure to get all the edges of the acrylic just so that you have a nice even nail polish application. And here I'm just taking a glitter nail polish and I'm going to put a little bit of this glitter nail polish right on my ring finger just as an accent nail. Again, this has really nothing to do with the tutorial. This is just the color I decided to paint my nails. Alright guys, here's how they turned out. It looks like you got them done at the salon and no one will ever know the difference. Alright guys, so this is the finished result. If you see me looking this way, that is because I'm screen mirroring right now with my phone to my computer, so I need to see how I look, just to make sure I'm in frame. But this is the finished result. If you guys like this video or you found it helpful or you're gonna give it a try, let me know how it goes in the comments. Give it a big thumbs up. And like I said, share it with your friends so they could do their nails at home. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thumbs up. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.